Hi beautiful people, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing fantastic wherever you are in this world. Happy Monday, happy new week. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody is getting off to a wonderful start of the new week. You guys, I have been binge watching Mel Thompson's videos. She brings so much joy to my soul. You guys have no idea. She always did, but just re-watching all her videos reminded me of how much joy she brought to me. And also she is such a talented makeup artist, in my opinion. She is absolutely fantastic. But we're going to get into all that. I'm going to actually talk about Mel and we'll get further into that. But before that, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and the notification bell so be notified each time I upload. Also, please do not take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. This whole weekend, people were doing tributes to Mel. I know I watched her best friend Kelsey's one. I watched Carolyn. I was, I think, 3/4 of the way through Jen Love's reviews. And then this afternoon on my car ride to pick up my kids from school, I was watching Wayne Goss. And he's really gave me a lot of information and insight, and we know exactly what they're doing and stuff like that. But I would highly encourage you guys to go and watch it, because off the back, Wayne Goss did say that they will be keeping her channel up. That will still be revenue for her family, for her husband and her kids, and also, you guys, it's gonna help them. So if you can, please go and subscribe to Mel Thompson's YouTube channel. As I said, they're keeping her channel up. She's a breath of fresh air. Watching her videos is absolutely, you get so much from it, you know. And this is the ironic part, is that I do not want to tarnish her name by talking about somebody that's just a hot mess after this, but it is what it is. Mel was, I didn't know her personally, but I did watch her videos. She was absolutely fantastic. She was so talented, and the best thing that I liked about Mel was her laugh. She had this like nerdy laugh, which it made me laugh listening to her laugh. But anyway, she also was that person you can relate with, you know, or relate to. And now, sadly, that she is gone, we still have her videos, which for me is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So what I also did learn from Wayne Goss is that, like I said, they'll be keeping her channel up. Please go subscribe, watch her videos, leave comments, thumbs up, all that good stuff, because as I said, that will be revenue for our family. They also have a GoFundMe page. I'll leave the link down below. If you're able to, thank you so much. If not, no pressure. You know, I'll just leave it down below for whoever can donate. Now let's talk about Gabby. You guys, there hasn't been too much going on. The only two people that I keep up with is Ike Mel and Duty Ron. For me, after watching their videos, I leave with something. You know, I always like to watch people that I'm gonna leave with something, you know, not just left like feeling in a not so good way. So if you're interested, I'll link their videos down below. And with her too, as I mentioned in my previous video, it was Gabby's wish to get to 1 million on her YouTube channel. So if you haven't, please go and subscribe to Gabby's channel. I'll actually leave it down below in the description box. Thank you so much in advance for that. Now, let's move on to the Hot Mess Express. I did say that I am going to do this whole series and go over and call out all the inconsistencies for all the videos she's done about Gabby so far. You guys, it's a lot. It is a lot. So I just decided to give myself a break, and you know, there's a few things that did stand out and I wanted to discuss here. But also, you know, how far is too far? And I don't think Katie Joy knows boundaries. Absolutely not. So last week she put this on her Twitter, and it says, as Brian Enton said it best today on Twitter Live, He said there's a lot of false information being consistently shared on Twitter and throughout social media about the hashtag Gabby Petito case. I caution all of you to please use discernment when you see outlandish claims and always verify. And just to throw this in, Katie Joy says, News Daddy. She calls Brian Enton News Daddy. I believe, okay, I'll talk about that afterwards. News Daddy on the scene, getting the scoop. I don't believe it until News Daddy reports it. I actually put this on Twitter and I said, what the actual fuck? You know, this is a grown woman, married woman, that claims to be a journalist or reporter that's supposed to be so professional, but you're acting like a giddy 14-year-old. But I got heat for it, but it's like, okay, whatever. And she calls him News Daddy. Really? To me, that's inappropriate. Totally inappropriate. When you're discussing such an important case like this, the guy that's reporting on it is working his ass off. He's not out there looking for attention or anything. He's grinding, okay? And this irrelevant person is like, oh, News Daddy. Okay, there just must be something wrong with me. So anyway, you guys, she says, as I said, she made that tweet. So let's go back to it again, okay? Brian Enton said it best today on Twitter Live. He said there's a lot of false information being consistently shared on Twitter and throughout social media about the hashtag Gabby Petito case. I caution all of you to please use discernment when you see outlandish claims and always verify. Let me entertain you for a bit, okay? Let me help you discern. Let me help you. So for all those that are taking Katie Joy's word, and she's such a good reporter, she's doing so well. Okay. You doxed a woman that was being harassed through the yin-yang because of your stupidity, number one, okay? Number two, you putting it out there. The authorities are just using he's a person of interest. It's just an easier or a better word for a suspect. Oh, hell no, Katie. There's a difference between a person of interest and a suspect. You should know that, but not. But anyway, y'all want to follow this woman, okay? This woman that claims to know so much about the medical field, okay? But catch this.
Let's talk about the anatomy of a woman. Sorry, I got skin on my nose right there. Okay, it's just like hanging off and I can see it. Okay. Okay. Do you know the anatomy of a woman? You don't get a UTI from doing the hanky-pank, okay? You don't. But they think you do. They think you can. It's a completely different hole, you guys, just in case you're wondering. And going to the bathroom after will not stop that because it's a completely different hole. It doesn't even make sense.
You really only get Botox in your forehead and your eyes.
I'll be damned. This 42-year-old woman that sat so confident thought she could drag the daggers into thinking that they are fucked up. Maybe they are fucked up, but I think she's more fucked up than they are, in my humble opinion. Okay? Because which female does not know that you can get a UTI from having sex? Is she saying that she's never had a UTI? Okay, Jan, whatever. Number two, claims to know so much about the law. Okay? Remember when she was in a lawsuit with Tati Westbrook, right? That case settled. But Katie said this.
Lawsuit was settled because I would have won. Not any other reason. I would have won.
Now, when you're in a lawsuit and you settle, in Katie's case, okay, what did she get out of it? Because the way I see it is that Tati got the sauce, which was Swanson. Tati's basically her money spoke for her. So she got everything she wanted from the money that she spent on this lawsuit. Now let's go on to Katie's side. What did Katie get out of this? Not going to court and fighting this out in court. She was saved a few bucks, but not going down that way. And who chose not to go down that route? Katie Joy, because Katie Joy settled. Katie Joy gave up her sauce. Okay, just my opinion. If she feels she's won, okay, I don't know which planet you're living on, but okay. And can we go to how she claims to be a journalist? As she said, I'm no journalist. I'm no reporter. I am just coming on here and giving you my opinions about stuff, okay? Now, there's quite a few rules when you're a journalist, okay? The two that stood out for me: you're only as good as your source. Now, we know for a fact, when she was going all in on Tati, and to date, after she settled her lawsuit, she gave up her source. And who was her source? Swanson. So you're only as good as your source. Swanson's a piece of shit, in my opinion. So what does that make Katie? She wasn't manipulated. Nah. You just were greedy and ignorant, in my opinion. Okay, the next thing about being a journalist: you never involve yourself in the story. Layman's terms, okay? So what does Katie do in every fucking post that she does on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube? She inserts herself. Then we move to, Katie says, oh, if you have any information, reach out to me, any tips, blah, 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 blah. But that tip we're going to get back to, because this was like, what the actual fuck, okay? But anyway, this is what she put out on her Instagram. She says, today one of my followers contacted me to share that #Gabby Petito's story gave her the courage to leave her abusive partner. Due to safety risk, she wishes to stay anonymous, but hopes the Petito family knows that Gabby's story has changed her family's life for the better. Who finds that suspicious? Why are you hashtagging Gabby Petito? Why are you trying to get the attention of these people? They have more important things, in my opinion, to worry about than to worry about a clout chaser and a manipulator like you, all in my opinion. So anyway, you guys, my first instinct was, how coincidental. This person wants to stay anonymous. If this person was so grateful for this happening and she would come forward and tell a story, in my opinion. But because this woman loves attention so much, I think she'll fabricate anything just to get in the limelight or to be noticed. But anyway, I want you to listen to this. So I saw this on Twitter, and all credit goes to Jennifer. I don't want to say her last name in case she doesn't want to be known. So anyway, this says, I know you will block me, and that is fine. About a year ago, I made a comment on a video you did about a reality star who's experiencing domestic violence. You had released private messages that you had promised would be off the record because you were angry with her. And she's talking about Janelle Evans. And little backstory, Janelle Evans was talking to Katie in DMs, and Katie got upset with her. And bear in mind, Janelle Evans was in a very abusive relationship, and she was confiding in Katie. So when Katie got upset or angry or something went down, lo and behold, Katie Joy released all those DMs that were going back and forth with her and Janelle Evans. That is totally fucked up. I don't care how you feel about Janelle Evans, but that is fucked up. Let's keep moving on. Then she says, I was surprised she trusted you enough to confirm the gruesome details of her abuse. Abuse we had all seen or heard about because there were 911 calls, videos, and this guy she is with had a sizable collection of weapons, had murdered their dog, and had Homeland Security called on him because of his online threats. Granted, she had a lot of hate coming at her, but the fact is she was abused by her spouse, clear as day. I implored you to not to do this, to take the tweets and the video down. I am a survivor. I shared my story in my comment. I suppose she meant her comment. My ex beat me with the inch of my life. You were attacking her for going back and saying she was a liar because how bad could it be? I experienced that. Woman, go back. It's part of the cycle. I gave you the facts you are putting out now saying you always have understood. But you did not understand. Instead of just letting me use my voice to try and educate you slightly, you allowed your subs to attack me, which we all know Katie subs do that. I was called a liar, a troll, and they told me I had no clue what I was talking about, and basically said I was just here to harm you. I wasn't. I wanted to talk and have a conversation. I shared a personal story. I am still in counseling almost a decade later. I now advocate for domestic abuse victims. I went to school and worked at a shelter. All of this was disclosed in my comments. I never attacked you. I was calm and thoughtful, but my voice was silenced. I was not the only survivor saying this earlier. Every one of us got the same treatment, demeaned and then blocked. It's really hard for me to watch you now do this. I shared my story, but you did not care. I was a member. I supported you. I joined over the Amber Portwood situation. Now let me educate you about the Amber Portwood situation. She actually got footage of Amber Portwood's home, and she was actually shopping this footage around, but nobody could buy the footage because the rights did not belong to Katie. So lo and behold, Katie went and released some of this footage on a YouTube channel. And that's how she got her fame. That's how she got her big break in YouTube. Apparently, or should I say allegedly, she gained like almost nearly 15,000 subscribers in a night, or overnight should I say. And I'll actually link a video to that story down below, and LB told that story, and you guys can go watch it for yourself. And also, you guys, she still bragged on buying a new sofa with the money she made off her AdSense from those tapes that she released. And on top of that, it was back and forth with her and Amber Portwood, and she still went and tried to report Amber Portwood to the district attorney or parole officer. I'm not clear on that, but somebody that could have basically put Amber Portwood in jail, okay? And all because Amber Portwood said, I know where you live. This is a fucking coward. In my opinion, she's the biggest coward going. But let's move on. I wanted to find a community to discuss safely the issue of domestic violence. You advertised a safe space. You never mentioned that you had been a victim yourself during this time. Wow, that is interesting. I have to ask why, after years of therapy, you would do what you did. It goes against what is taught to survivors. Isn't this enlightening, you guys? Were you caught up? Now people send their stories to you and you are proud of them. I did the same and was treated like a nuisance. It hurt me. I have watched from afar since I can't comment anywhere because I am blocked. I created this account because I don't want to expose my ex as I have kids with him. And I'm not wanting to share my story with people I work with, but I just can't sit back and watch this anymore. This is a tragic case. It deserves respect. Amen, sister. The jokes you make about the Douglas sitting on Brian laundry, and this is the picture she's talking about, and your cat searching for him are not tasteful. And this is the one she put on Instagram where she says her cat is looking for Brian laundry. The live the other night after countless videos making money off this, saying you were going to cut it short because not enough people joined, lacked respect. You have silenced a lot of survivors' voices who just wanted you to understand why some of the things you did and said were harmful. Do you ever think about those people? No, she doesn't. I'll answer that for you. I understand how you work. Go against your opinion or point out inaccuracy, and you are not welcome, but I truly believe you would have less hate if you could just admit where you messed up and say sorry. I am not Gabby. I was able to escape with my life by the grace of God. This story, though, hits home for me. At the very least, stop speculating, report the facts only, and cut out the jokes. Give this girl respect she deserves and let her rest easy. You guys, this girl deserves a round of applause. This is who Katie is. She experienced it firsthand. She's letting people know. And this is what we see on a constant basis. She waits like 15 minutes of time waiting for people to come in. Katie, people are catching on to the type of person you are. And if you don't want to believe it, just go read some of my comments. And maybe 1 or 2 or maybe 3, maybe 5. That's catching on to your bullshit. That it's not about the money for them. They want facts. They want to see the sympathy, the empathy, the compassion. No. You know how they say, jack of all trades, master at none? This is the profession of all trades and master of none. You can't insert yourself. This is too important for you to insert yourself, Katie Joy. And in my opinion, you're not that important. The story's important, not you. And that's no shade, it's the truth. Now there's plenty of people covering this Gabby Petito case. There's people like Mel that I watch that does it with taste, that's just covering it with respect, okay? Duty Ron, was in the New York Police Department for 20 years, so he knows what he's talking about. You know, he can lead us in the right direction. He can tell us exactly what's going forward. He actually has people on forensic scientists, he has pathologists, he has other detectives. So, you know, you're getting a gist of it. You're not getting Katie Joy that's basically Googles everything and she's right. And she so badly wants to be part of the story. Look how she said the other day how she was called, the FBI was tipped that she is hiding Brian Laundrie. She's a private investigator too now. Bear in mind, she put this address that she searched on her Twitter, okay? It wasn't enough that people were calling you out for taking the thread down, for the false information you put out about the Mustang, which is still on her Twitter, which is so unfair because that woman that she doxed did not ask for this. It was so wrong, but Katie still has it on her Twitter. Now she's put somebody else's address where these people used to live on her Twitter. Now, which fucked up person is going to go and arrest those people that are living there now? Who? Detective, Magnum PI. What the fuck are we dealing with? Is this woman so desperate for clout? Or maybe she's just looking for the reward money? You never know. She got mounting legal bills to pay. But at this point, she's a joke. Bypassed idiot, in my opinion. Bypassed it. Gone. Way gone. You guys, I can't deal no more. I cannot. I honestly cannot. When is she gonna get it? When is she gonna stop? Okay? And if people want to come after me and keep coming after me for reporting and calling her out, you can do it till the cows come home, until the sun shines up your ass. I am not gonna stop. Because she has a fucking kid to think about. A kid's future. Her kid's future to think about. But get this. Let me play this clip for you.
You guys are, you haters, you're obsessed with my Botox. Are you jealous? I actually haven't had Botox in like 9 months. I think you're jealous. I think you want Botox and you can't get it and you're mad that you can't get it. So then you take it out on me.
If there is anybody out there, if there is anybody out there that is hating on her, I suggest you go and have yourself seen too. Because that's not normal. Not normal. Would you really want to be in Katie Joy's shoes? Facing a lawsuit, already in a lawsuit. She's been sued by somebody already. Facing a class action lawsuit. Okay. You've got how many lawyers? She's got, I think, don't quote me, about 3 lawyers to pay. Okay. Who wants all this debt? Who? Who is envious about getting Botox? Do you guys not know about growing old gracefully? I think I'm at that point. This is who I am. Gray hair, marks on my face. This is who I was yesterday. This is who I am today. And this is who I'm going to be tomorrow. Because I'm not a fake person. Never will be a fake person. Because you see, Katie is like, wants to live like the Joneses. Maybe it wasn't your journey, Katie. Maybe it wasn't your journey. But look at what you got to go through to maintain that lifestyle. I don't think anybody is jealous of you. Absolutely not. You like to say you're haters. I don't think anybody hates you, Katie. You're not that important to be hated. You get people that are hated, but you're definitely not one of them. You're just an annoying person. Annoying as fuck. Stubborn. You think you know it all. Like I said, you're not that important, Katie. But I'm going to keep calling you out because there's people that are subscribing to you and paying you for false information. You are doing such a disservice to Gabby. You're not Gabby. You never will be Gabby. Your life was never like Gabby. Gabby was Gabby. Okay? Get that through your head. And you see all this profit you're making off of Gabby. And get this, you guys. Get this. She knows how much money she's going to make. She's already calculated, in my opinion. Take a look at this.
I'm hoping to do a pretty significant donation this month too for the national hotline.
She said she's going to give a large donation. Never mentioned a damn word about the Gabby Petito Foundation. She's going to give a large donation to somebody else. The fucking least she can do, is give at least $1 to that foundation. Since you're making all this money off this beautiful angel's name. You are disgusting. You are a coward. And there's nothing, in my opinion, good about you, Katie Joy. You guys, I'm done. Until the next one. So don't forget, you guys, to please like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload. Also, please don't forget to check out the description box. I'll leave the Gabby Foundation link down below. I'll leave the link for the Mel Thompson GoFundMe. Thank you guys in advance if you do contribute. And please be safe out there. Don't forget to wear your mask. And please be kind to one another. So you guys, that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.